Um,
Confidential content is a great name for something.
confidential content. I feel like I want it to be on like
That's our Patreon. Go
it's
ahead.
yes, that's our Patreon. I just saw the cardinal couple
Aw,
out my
the
window. I don't know if
cardinal
they're gonna
couple.
land. I was imagining confidential content across like a black and white marble composition notebook.
Oh, yes.
You know
Oh,
that
that's
kind of
perfect. Yes. Yes.
so that would
Absolutely.
be the branding. I
Very
wanted
Harriet
to
the Spy.
oh lo tell me about Harriet the Spy. Hello. Wait, have you yet clocked what I'm drinking?
A green ass smoothie. We traded lives because look what I'm drinking. Coffee.
Bold of you to assume that I'm not also drinking coffee.
Well, but at least you're
Yeah,
still,
I know what you
but
mean. I know
yeah,
what you mean.
I haven't had a smoothie in a week, and I literally I was thinking about our conversation today, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm really proud of myself for not making a big deal about the fact that I haven't done yoga or drink a smoothie this week. And then I thought, this is me in the shower, literally talking to myself. And then I thought, are you not making a big deal about it if we're having this conversation with ourselves right now? Like it feels like making it not a big deal would be just not talking about it.
Well, it's all on a spectrum, isn't it? It's all on a spectrum, isn't it? The one end of the
Aren't we
spectrum
all?
would would probably be not thinking about it at all, but also you're not shouting it from the rooftop. I mean, I guess we're talking about it now on our
I
award-winning, world-renowned podcast.
smoothies this week. There, I just told all of Pilsen.
That's hilarious. It was like, what are you doing? Telling everybody. The female cardinal of my cardinal couple
Yes.
is really wanting to eat out of the bird feeder that's right here at this window, like right in front
Uh-huh.
of me. But she is much more skittish than her man.
Uh-huh.
And so if she gets up here and she sees me, she won't even land. So she keeps like swooping by to be like, is she gone? Is she gone? No, she's not.
Have you set up a camera there yet?
I haven't yet. No, I need
You
to.
need bird cam.
Need to get a bird cam. So far, I've seen the cardinal. The cardinals were the first to figure out how to use the feeders because they're also
Okay.
the perfect size. We have doves that would come to the window when I would just put stuff out on the windowsill. Um, but they struggled for a couple days to figure out how to get into the bird feeder. The thing I'm learning about doves in the
Oh,
way that they're talked about by birders is that doves are really dumb.
I
And
mean, I think they have different attributes than food knowledge
what a strengths-based
and
way to put it.
nesting.
They struggle
These two
as we've
aren't their
discussed with the
strengths.
nesting and place, but they so for a while they were landing like on top of the feeder and like wondering like why can't I have any food because they're sitting on the roof. But today there was a big fat juicy dove right here in this
Aw.
feeder, and I was able to get up so close to this dove. Let me see if it'll let me show you a picture. I took this photo. This is not zoomed in.
Shut the fuck up. Also beautiful. Wait, I want you to draw that one with the green background and then I'll get that one tattooed.
Great. I love it. Oh, this one shows how fat and juicy he was.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with him.
Isn't he so cute?
He's
I
precious.
actually don't know the sex and or gender of this pigeon dove, but I don't know how to tell with doves. With other birds, it's a lot easier because they have different markings. But
Markings, yes.
doves aren't
Nice.
usually my favorite. But if they're going to be hanging out
That
at
one's
a
also
window,
like so round.
I know the shape is just so good. They're
Oh,
they're really delicious. And I also, fun fact, this week only. I have been every single day this week. I have seen and gotten like up close with a mockingbird.
how,
These are not a oh, hello, friend.
oh.
You got a little special
Hi,
friend
AJ.
there? Hi. Oh, hi, Tony. Um, Mockingbirds are not ones, they're not even like a weekly sighting for me. They're not totally out of the ordinary, but it's like a, ooh, that's a slightly different one. Like it's not totally rare to hear them in New York City. They're here all the time, but like they're not as
Yeah,
common as like a cardinal or a sparrow or whatever. But I've seen
sure.
one every single day.
Um, I want to see a picture of a mockingbird because I'm not sure that I know specifically what they look like.
Let me
I'm sure
find.
you've sent me some, but I like
I might
I'm
not
sure I
have.
I'm sure I conflated it with other birds, you know.
Okay, here is Merlin's photo of a mockingbird.
They're so cute.
They're cute little guys.
They have a very narrow little tail situation.
Yeah. I love them in flight. I love
Oh, God,
their
yeah.
like plumage and they
Yeah,
fly really fast.
that's amazing.
But they're cute little guys. And so yeah, there was one at the playground by my kiddo's school today, and here it is. Not as good, not as clear of a photo as the one I just showed you from Cornell University, but still pretty cute.
Aw,
Just a little
look at
guy,
look at just a city guy.
just a little city guy, you know?
CITY, we can see why these guys are something something streetwise. City guys. Do you remember that show, City Guys?
I have no idea what you're
What just
saying.
happened?
I mean,
I have no idea
no,
what you're saying.
I have no clue what the fuck is going on. Please enlighten me. What is City Guys?
There was a TV show. There was this like series of teen TV shows. um, it was with some competitor of like TGIF. So it was like maybe like UPN's answer to TGIF shit or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, but they the City Guys was one of them, and it was about two dudes who were friends who lived in a city. I forget which city, but they were city guys, you know?
Mhm.
And you could tell because one guy's white and one was black. So thank
Mm.
God, because otherwise, how would we have known?
It really only happens in a city, you know?
It only happens in a city. We can only have biracial friendships in cities.
You know what's really funny is that when you described, oh, they're just guys in a city, I thought to myself, yeah, I had a version of that too. It was called Hey Arnold. And it also
Aw.
featured a white and a black friend living in a city.
See, I didn't have Hey Arnold because I think that was like Cartoon Network or
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Yeah. I have never seen an episode of Hey Arnold in my whole life. I've honestly never
I
seen
think you would
Rugrats
like
or
it.
anything. Yeah,
I do think you would like it. I've watched some of it as an adult and I enjoy it.
yeah.
I think you would like it. They talk about like meaningful social issues in it. It's one of those types of kids shows that they like,
Well,
you know, and Arnold is a bit of an activist and he's being raised in a boarding house by his wacky grandparents,
whoa,
very progressive and
I love
yeah,
this.
there's a kind
I
of
love
like
it.
grumpy lesbian character who actually isn't she presents gay, but she
Yeah,
actually is in love with Arnold, but it's secret and she doesn't want anyone to know.
interesting.
Yeah.
So she's like the Peppermint Patty
Yeah,
of the show. We all know
exactly.
Peppermint Patty's a lesbian, even though she at one point I think dates Charlie Brown.
Listen, and many of us have our moments of, yeah, I could date a dude, but and we still
Some of
remain
us
who
had
we
like
are.
30 of those moments, and it took a while, you know.
Mhm.
Really had to give it the old PhD try, and uh, and
PhD
then
guy.
and then be like, I think no. I think the answer is no.
I think it's going to be a no. Wait, okay, on the subject of children's media,
Yes,
I was thinking about this morning. Remind me,
yes.
because I'm sure we've talked about it. Did you watch like the like classic 90s Disney movies canon? Like have you seen things like Little Mermaid or
Yes.
like all of
So
those?
yeah, yeah, yeah. For the most part, yes. We definitely grew up watching like literally renting the VHSs. I remember. And then we had some of them. But yeah, I because Fox and the Hound was probably my and 101 Dalmatians, the animal ones. Those two are my favorites. And then Lion King came out when I was a kid, so that was a big deal.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember Lion King coming out. It was one of the first movies I saw in theaters.
such a big deal. Such a big deal. And then I was never into the princess ones. Like it just wasn't.
What?
Shut the fuck up. You know
No
what though?
way.
When Mulan came out, I
What?
the trans films. What?
No way.
That can't be right.
I'm shocked.
I
I'm
did.
shocked.
We did. I did also like. It wasn't like a regular one we watched, but we did have, and I liked. What was it called? Robin Hood.
Hmm.
Which I'm like, why aren't we talking more about Robin Hood these days? It's like the perfect thing to discuss in the moment we're in. Like, we need to get organized on how to steal from the rich. They're stealing from us. Like, New York City's like hitting me up for 3,000 fucking dollars. And it's the most billionaires per capita in our fucking world, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And they want my $3,000? Bitch, go get it from them.
Yep.
Are you kidding? Like,
Absolutely.
they literally won't care. It like
Yeah.
profoundly, it's less than a quarter of a penny for them. I mean, like, and yet you want my $3,000. I'm like, how profound. Like Michael and I were talking about this last night because we went and hung out at the Green Lady. Shout out Green Lady, great
Shout
bar
out.
in Lincoln Square, Chicago. Um, and because our friend Alyssa works there, ours,
Shout
yours, and
out.
mine. And so we went and hung out there to get to see Alyssa and hang out. And anyway, a good portion of the evening was both of us literally screaming about like this exact thing. Because
Yeah.
Michael, when he lived in New York, the same thing happened to him that he got a big local tax bill out of nowhere. Like it was like
Ugh.
because New York City's local tax isn't in the same system as the state tax. So when you do your state taxes, you have to literally go apply and do a different thing for your local taxes. And unless your accountant knows to do that, you're just going to get hit with a bill because it's unlike any other state. And, but he had the same thing happen to him when he lived there. And he was just like, it was so infuriating to know how many insanely wealthy people live there
Yep.
and that they were knocking down my door for my money. And I was like, yep. And then obviously we started shouting about AOC and how she should be the president. It's so fucking obvious that it's insane. And then like there's like the conversation, of course, is like, but can she get elected? And I was like, and like Michael and I both agree, it's like we just have to move on from this idea of like Biden was the quote like sensible option and look the fuck where we are. You know what I mean? He was us doing the like, well, let's do something that's like moderate and safer or whatever and look the fuck where we are. Are we
Mhm.
safer? I don't feel safer. And
No.
it's like maybe we need to fucking like grow a fucking pair and do something. I'm like, it's just
Mhm.
infuriating. Anyway, so this was us screaming at the bar yesterday about all of this.
Bring back Robin Hood politics.
Bring back Robin Hood politics. All anyone wants is a oddly like sexually attractive cartoon fox stealing from the rich and giving to the masses.
Hell yeah. That's
That's all
right.
anyone wants.
Ugh.
It was really funny because TurboTax, despite this huge
Not
clusterfuck,
sponsored, by the way. Not
not at
sponsored.
all, not at all. Um, yeah, I instantly started looking up like accountants here. It's hard to find. You can't just Google it. You have to find someone who can give you a reference
Mm,
because they all look the same
mm.
online, um and I would like to support like a black or brown company,
Mhm.
if I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this. But anyway, TurboTax is like basically, so my taxes were done, everything was great. Yay. The money that I didn't end up owing, I was like, awesome. I made a giant credit card payment with it. So all that money is gone. You can't get it back from a credit card payment. That is not an
Mm.
option.
Yep.
So that money is now gone. I get a tax bill from New York City for roughly $3,000. I was like, well, this sucks. I called TurboTax immediately because I had paid for the full service thing. So I like can actually get someone on the phone. I tell them what happened. This was on like Monday. I get this new preparer. She's like, I'm certified in New York. I've dealt with this before. I got you. I am going to have to go through, though, your entire return because I just need to make sure there's no other errors. You know,
Reasonable.
I was like, okay, fine. I was like, what I need you to understand is that I don't have the money. So what are we doing here? What's happening?
Yeah.
And also that I did have the money when I originally did my taxes with you all. But after you did them and I trusted that you were correct, we're now in a sticky situation. So she was
Yep.
like, okay, so she starts working on it. We talk on Wednesday. She says things are looking good. I'm just waiting on this information from New York. I was like, great. I log in yesterday because it said I had a message from her. I log in, AJ, it was all gone.
What was all gone?
All of our messages that anyone had been assigned to my case.
No, what the fuck?
hmm So this also happened yesterday on top
Oh,
of the work drama.
mm.
So I was like, how many knots can my back make?
Yeah, no kidding.
And
Jesus.
so I instantly, when I saw it was all gone, I'm like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? So I request another call. I get a call. Hi, how can I help you? What's going on? And I'm like, I said, okay, so I am going to try to be calm on this call, but real talk, I'm very upset. I had already, I've done my taxes with you. They were done. I got this letter on Monday. Someone started working on it. She messaged me this morning wanting to get a call on Tuesday with me. I got a notification that I had another message from her. I log in and it's all gone, and her name is gone, and it is as if no one has been assigned to my case.
Yeah. Yikes.
And she was like, she said a lot of different stuff that was, I was like,
Oh,
of what could have possibly happened. And I was like, okay, I was like, here's what I need you to appreciate. I paid you all a lot of money actually to do my taxes. They were done incorrectly, leading me to now get a bill of $3,000 from New York City. Someone was allegedly handling it. It all disappeared today. Do you see how my trust in you is going to need to be earned?
yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit. I was like, what the fuck? And so she uh she's like, well, here's the thing. Your case has been escalated to me. Like you when you called back, when you requested a call, it escalated it to me. And I said, okay, so but you understand that no one told me that.
Yeah.
And
What the
if
fuck is going on?
what would have happened if I never requested another call? Because by the way, the bill they sent it on April 17th with a due date of May 8th, which by the way, fuck you. Because they sent it on the 17th, meaning I got it on Monday, which was whatever the fuck date that was. I'm like, the fuck, the fuck, the fuck, the fuck. So, um, she's going through and she's like, look, you are going to own New York City, but you don't know as much as they say you do because you didn't live there as long, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, here, I said, and she was like asking these questions. And I was like, I paid you because I am not a tax expert.
Yeah.
So what you ask of me needs to be layman's terms.
Yeah.
Anyway, she assured me that she's not going to ditch me. The fuck that means. I guess if it's not taken care of by May 8th, I'll just call New York City and be like, look, I don't have the money. Tell me what our options are.
Hmm.
And by the way, I'll be calling TurboTax and being like, you owe me money. Tell me what the
Yep.
options are.
Yep. Oy vey. Dude,
Hmm.
I'm sorry you're dealing with that. What a pain in the ass. So stressful.
Oh, yeah. And at one point, she was like, well, the message that you got from this person, it was probably just AI. So you should look for these signals that it's not AI, that it's an actual person. And
Stop this. No.
I was like, why am I paying you? Like, I have to do so much work to understand you. This is insane. Um, oh my God, this person definitely has a kid. Sorry, they're parallel parking, so I can see like the side of their car coming in.
Hmm.
And the back seat window has a bunch of, you can just see the back of stickers.
Yep.
This is the way, shout out Patrick, Patrick's backseat window from specifically his daughter had like just tons of stickers all over it. And I thought it was the most precious thing. I was like, yes, I love, hell yeah, a kid lives here.
We have a wall downstairs where our toddler has put a bunch of stickers, and Laura was like, "Is it bad that I kind of don't want to take them off?" And I was like, "No, we'll leave them there.
Obviously.
We gotta leave them
Obviously.
there."
I love it. Um, anyway, so that's my drama. I will say that like as of like Tuesday night, I had found peace with the tax thing
Yeah.
because I was just like, you know what? There's really just nothing I can do about this. Like, I did a responsible thing and made a massive credit card payment, and that was good. And
Yep.
they made an error, and that I can't control that they don't know how to do like they don't know how to do my taxes. And so the lesson we learned is that we will ask around to see if we can get a referral to a real person moving
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Um, I've just had such bad experiences. Like my family has been going to the same tax preparer through H&R Block forever, and they
Hmm.
love it. So when I first was doing my own taxes, I went to H&R Block in Nashville, and they fucked up my taxes so bad. Like they said I had a child, they changed my birthday, they changed my income. I was making
What?
$20,000 a year, and they said I owed the government $6,000. Yes, I had to file for an extension, and then my friend's mom took all my taxes from them and did them. But yes, like it was a
What the
mess.
fuck?
Like I literally, like, yeah, it was wild. And then when I went in, they were like, well, why didn't you tell us? They literally like yelled at me. And this is my first time doing, I don't know what I was like, I don't know
Tell
what
you
you're
what?
asking. That I don't have a child. Like all of my forms say I don't have a dependent. Like, yeah, it was just crazy. Um, so I'd had great experiences with TurboTax until this one, and it's enough for me to be donezo. That's for sure. Like, we're not doing this again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Next
Robin
year I'll
Hood
be
politics.
next year I might be able to do my own anyway because I'll only be in one state and I'll have just
Yeah.
the W-2 and the forms from taking my retirement money.
Yeah.
And I've already paid a bunch of taxes on that. So I think it'll be pretty simple and enough that I could probably do it. New York is the most complicated state to do taxes in for sure. It's if you live in the city, it's like the equations that they have are it's like if you make this much money or above this much money, then this much money you owe this much to the city plus this percent of any amount over that amount. Add that together, and that's how much you owe in city taxes. And then it's like, now divide that by the days that you lived here, and da da da. It's like, and everything's like, follow the instructions. And it's like, or it says like look at the instruction sheet and they literally on their website there's no instruction sheet like you click on it and it says website not found. Isn't that amazing? I truly, because I did try. I was like, let me see if I can understand it, like what's going on here and how to do it. And I was like, well, I literally can't because they simply don't have the information.
Yeah,
Yet they want my 3K. Fuck off.
really, really
I
and truly.
tried and I couldn't. So sorry. Anyway,
Okay.
what's making you laugh?
Okay. I have been saving this to tell you for several days.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so excited. I love when you do this.
hmm So, hmm, as friends of the pod may know, I have recently begun voice therapy.
Yeah.
And I am receiving my voice therapy through a speech therapy organization, and my provider is a speech language pathologist. Okay, so can
Stunning.
treat lots of different things, and in the umbrella of speech language pathology or like speech therapy, it can include things like chewing and swallowing or
Mm.
like tongue and mouth and jaw movement. Okay. So for
What kind of tongue and jaw movement? Sorry. I
don't be
have to bring it up.
inappropriate.
I
Don't be
have to bring it
inappropriate
up.
right now because I'm trying to tell you something that really matters to me and that I've told you I've been saving for you. Do you think
That's
you could just
only
hold it
making it
together
worse,
for a
but go ahead.
minute?
I'm trying. I'm trying to be, I'll be a brave little toaster. Go ahead.
So in our sessions, we will, we focus largely on the voice, but we also do things like um, that are focused on like chewing and swallowing. It's largely for insurance purposes. And so basically, she has me chew, she watches me chew a couple bites of something. And one of the bites, I have to like show the food that I've chewed because that's part of the like chewing and swallowing assessment, which I think I may have told you that that was part of my initial like
Yeah.
evaluation for what I would need support with. And I remember saying to the person, like, you have a weird job.
Yes. Yes.
You're telling people to chew up animal crackers and like show you what they look like chewed up. Anyway, yeah. It's the same as like if someone's a gynecologist, I'm just like, yeah, you have a wacky job, dude. You're looking at people's crotches all day. I know to you it probably feels like no big deal, but anyway,
I feel this way about surgeons. I'm like, casually cutting into humans
dude,
is weird. It's,
dude.
I'm glad, I'm so grateful, surgeons, that you exist. Seriously, so grateful. And I also am just like astonished at that being a, like, some people go work at a factory, some people work behind a computer. You take knives and cut up humans.
And cut people
Whoa.
open. Casual.
Wow.
You handle people's organs.
Yeah, good.
Anyway, so all that to say, I'm doing my chewing and swallowing exercise, and as I'm doing it, and as I do specifically the part where I have to show what I've chewed and whatever, um, the therapist says, "Okay, good, good, thanks." And I ask at the end, I'm like, just out of curiosity, like, what is it that you're looking for? Like,
Looking
can
for,
I
yeah.
know? And she's like, yeah, so we're looking to see that you are chewing a few bites on one side, a few bites on the other, so that you're not,
Chewing dominance.
so that you're not only chewing to one side, or if you like take one bite and you chew it on this side, that you're also doing some chewing on the other side, that it's not fully on one side. And I said, what about when you're looking at the food like in my mouth? And she's like, well, for some people, for a lot of people, you see there's sort of like food like all over the tongue or like it's uneven or whatever. What we're looking for is a nice kind of like a chewed up ball of food. Like it's like in the center of your tongue and it's all kind of
Hmm.
concentrated there, that it's not just sort of like spread all over. And she's like, so for you, that looks really good, has from the beginning, like
You're so
really,
good at chewing.
really, literally, she was like, yeah, you're like, it's a great example of like exactly what we're looking for. And I was like, wow, add that to the list of things I can be conceited about. I am a
What's
fucking
the
champion
question last
chewer.
time was, what's something you wish people knew you were good at?
Chewing, bitch.
Chewing, bitch.
I am great at chewing. Um, excellent.
I'll
Champion
outchew you
level
any
chewer.
day.
But yeah, so I'm great at chewing. So that's one example.
That's hilarious.
Um, And then another thing that made me laugh just
That is the
today,
stand-up premise, by the way.
what is the chewing?
This whole story
The
is a
whole
good
story?
stand-up premise. Like it needs to be punched, but
Yeah.
like a perfect stand-up story. I
Well,
love
that's
it.
good to know. We'll add it to the list. We'll
Yeah.
workshop it.
Uh-huh.
Um, Laura said something to me last night, and she was like, she said something, and I just was like, I need you to say that from a stage. It was like,
So good.
you know those moments where you're just
Yes.
like,
Oh
that's
yeah.
so fucking funny. Anyway, I don't remember what it was, but if I remember, I'll tell you. Anyway, so there's that. Also, on the way to drop one of my kids at school today, I saw a very familiar piece of graffiti that is like I pass it every day and I don't always notice it, but when I do, it really tickles me, which I've sent it to you before. There's a garage that we pass
Yes.
that has a big spray painted yellow no parking
Yes.
and teeny tiny on the word parking in black Sharpie, somebody has written suck dick question mark.
Great question.
An invitation.
Great question.
No parking. Suck dick? Maybe? Who knows?
Is that something you want? I don't know.
Is it? No, not today. For me, the answer was no, but I will laugh at it. And so it brought me a lot of joy this morning. That's what's making me laugh.
Um,
What's making you
that's
laugh?
hilarious. I love it. Um, I made my Lyft drive. I took a Lyft last night home from the bar, and which I rarely do, but the Lyft driver and I, like, I had to do some really intense work to not like go into savior mode. 'Cause he's just so sweet, and he's telling me his whole story, and it's like
Oh no.
sad, and he's talking about being lonely. But then I made him laugh like so fucking hard because he was talking about like he's like, like all like we were talking about like confidence, like pumping yourself up and like all of that and how to do that and like self-talk and everything. And he's like, sometimes I talk to myself in the mirror, and I was like, I think I mostly talk to myself on the toilet. And he like died. And I was like, see, this is the thing about me and stand up. I don't think to say that kind of thing on stage. I think a lot about weaving an intricate narrative and arcs and like there's an anti-hero's journey to everything I do. like um and I was sitting there as he was like really I mean like he was like, "Oh my God, you just made my day." And I was like, I mean, to me it was like, yeah, it's funny, I guess, but not like that isn't what would make me laugh. Like that's not the big joke that would get me. I would
Yeah.
need more than that. I would need like a full description of like what's happening and like I need to paint a picture of what are we talking to ourselves about on the toilet. That's the part that would get funny to me.
Yeah.
But then I started questioning though my entire stand-up approach because I was like, well, this really got this guy. Maybe I should just be saying shit like that. And like I don't know. But then I was like, nah, I'm gonna take Maria Bamford's advice and do what I think is funny and not care if people don't like it.
I mean, I feel like you have in your stand up though, there are like small moments like that that happen on the way to like
Yeah,
what
it's the
the
part that I don't think is funny though. To me, it's just the setup that I'm like, eh. And then I'm like,
yeah.
let me tell you why it's funny. And then that's when people, I think that part's funny, and everyone's like, well, we're going a little far, aren't we? Like, you know?
Um, it makes me think of Bojack when he is doing stand up and he's like, "You get it? Because I'm a horse. You get it? Did you get it? Did you get the part where I'm a horse?"
Oh my God, hilarious. So yeah, I guess that's not really what's making me laugh, but it made someone else laugh. And uh yeah, and it did make me think, I mean, maybe like my toilet life is something for the stage. I just need to think about how I want to approach that. Um
My toilet life. Can that be the name of your stand-up special? My toilet life.
I mean, I do think about it a lot, as you know, as the 19 are well familiar. Um, and it's important, we learn a lot about ourselves that way. Um, yeah. I had a bunch of stuff for what's making me laugh, and I'm forgetting all of it now. Uh, well, I got to watch Hogan's Heroes
Mm,
yesterday because my TV is working. So now I can watch Me TV whenever I want. And last night when I got home from the bar, Perry Mason was on, and it was really good. It was very fascinating. Um, it's just really nice having like it truly lowers my cortisol instantly watching
yeah,
stuff that isn't on like a digital screen and also
yeah.
is not ads that are like curated to me.
Yep.
Like we're
Yes.
going we're going classic mesothelioma. Although they've updated it because they're like, even if you smoked, and they have to say that like 20 times in the ad. Contact us even if you smoked. Contact us even if you smoked. Because
Oh
you can
my
tell
God.
that historically they were not letting people get access to this money unless if they had a history of smoking. That must have been part of the previous lawsuits. But or settlement stuff. But yeah, Tony, we're very thirsty today. She's been thirsty this whole week. It's
Hmm.
been like she is on me pretty much every day. I know. I'm hoping that this leads to a better result when I inevitably try to shave her again. I trimmed 8 of her nails. We haven't gotten brave enough to do the like declaw,
Okay.
which is a pure talon right now. Even when she goes like this on me, it's like going deep. Uh, and I with Simone, I never really did the back ones, but I probably should do hers because last time I tried to shave her, the back paws were really her weapon of choice. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a tough day for both of us, I feel. I will say when I was trimming her nails, she did do what Simone used to do. Because when I trim nails, I'm just like, when she starts getting agitated, I just let her go. And then when she comes back, I do another and like agitate, come back, we do another, whatever.
Yeah.
When she got agitated on one of them, she licked my hand before biting it. And that's what Simone used to do. But she
Oh,
would try. She was like, hey, buddy, get off of
warning.
there. Get off
Warning.
of there. Yeah, exactly. And which is, it really does help. I'm like, okay, fine, go do you. We'll come back. We'll do another one. Um, but yeah, the mats are getting worse with the heat for sure. So we're gonna have to. Also, I think she'll just be more comfortable this summer if she's a little
Yeah.
lighter on the hair. But
That
she
feels
is
right.
gonna absolutely try to murder me when I do it. It's gonna be a thing. I when I tell you that I legitimately was like impressed with her ability to fight while under the influence.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a fighter. Yeah.
Holy shit. And she
Yeah.
literally like when I would like hands off let go, she was truly like, okay. And then like the next touch, just like fully like I mean we are like adrenaline is an amazing tool and she certainly has plenty. And it really did. I was like, you know what? This makes me really happy because you're gonna survive whatever the fuck. Like you are a tough cookie.
She is.
And uh yeah, I really did. I sat there, I was like, you're impressive, bitch. Like this is wild. Like you can barely stand up right now. Well, that's not true. It's just gabapentin, so it was just like
A
slower,
little loopy. Yeah.
a little loopy and slower. But boy, shot back to life when a clipper touched her. But Alyssa loaned me hers, which are quieter and not corded. So
Hmm.
my and they're like even finer than the ones I have. which I'm going to try to return them since it didn't, whatever's going to happen, those ones aren't going to do it. But Alyssa said that the one she had was like butter going through her cat, which is what I need
Mm.
because the ones I had, I was having to go like comb it with it. And I was like, this is going to take too long. We have to move quick. I need to be able to go zoop, 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 and be done.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Exactly. She is going to look funky as fuck though, because I am truly just aiming for the mats and we're going to have bald patches, but we're not going to do. My goal is if I could get her whole back and sides,
Sure.
that's that's the goal. I am not, she only has a few mats on her belly anyway. And I'm like, we're not fucking
Yeah.
with it. I'm not doing it. And the hygiene cut, despite how long her hair is, she doesn't get dingleberries or anything really. She's
No,
pretty
yeah,
good. She's
not,
pretty good about keeping her shit out of her hair. So that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Tony.
that I could get with scissors. That's what I used to do with Simone because that hair sticks out far enough.
Yeah,
With Simone, I never like we didn't shave back there. I would just like when she was walking around me, I'd keep scissors around, be like real quick
yeah,
and not super close, just getting an inch off here and there. And
yeah,
that was helpful enough. So if we do start having hygiene issues, I'll probably just do that.
yeah.
But yep, this is our situation. Meanwhile, poor Rocky, I thought he was dead again.
What?
Yes, because the weather went back
My
down to like
God, you're dealing with so much.
because the weather went up to like 80 and he came alive
Yeah.
and was just like living his best life, thriving, digging, burrowing, having a great time. And he's back to it because it got warm again. But the temperature dropped for a few days to like 40. And I
Oh,
swear to God, he laid like this. And I touched him, he didn't move. And I was like, fuck. And I touched him again, and he was like, what? Like,
you're like, oh, thank God.
truly. I was like, sorry to bother you. And even Tony was like looking in there, like, what's going on? What's going on?
Oh, oh, Rocky. I mean, it's a relatable feeling to the weather getting really nice and warm and then going back to being cold. I too just want to lay down and
Oh,
become
100%.
despondent.
100%. He's like, he's like, you do this all the time. And no one comes and pokes you.
Except Tony. Tony just comes and screams
Tony
at
does.
you.
She does come scream at me. She just stopped cleaning herself when we said that and looked up.
She's like, I know you're talking about me. Stop it.
Isn't that video of the Maine Coon on the kayak? Like, doesn't it look like she is
Yes,
part Maine Coon? She is
I believe
definitely
it.
part Maine Coon.
I
Like,
believe it.
it is funny too because I was so used to Simone who was like 6 pounds, like
Yeah.
at her max, and Tony organically already was a bit more than that, like probably 8. I think she was 8 according to that when you last took her to the vet, like 8 or something. I'd say she's about 10 now, but
Nice.
she's she walks on me in the morning just like Simone used to do, but 10-pound drill feet going into you. Oh my God. Like I have to be like, you, it's fine, but lay down. Like we can't just stay because she likes to just stand on me on all fours and stare at my face until I get up to do something. Well, I still am not giving in and I take a shower or do yoga before I feed her. But she's like, we know the process has to start with you getting out of
Yeah.
this bed.
She's like,
So
get going.
exactly.
Get it moving.
And so it's literally just like picture a 10-pound weight with little sticks off of it sitting on your rib cage, or worse, my bladder,
No.
first thing in the morning. I'm like, baby, you just gotta lay down or something. It's okay. You can be
Yes.
here, you can be on me, but I need the soft parts.
Oh my God. Ugh.
She is pretty entertaining though. Um, she has truly been so snuggly. It's like every evening now we literally like lay on the couch and she lays like little spoon.
Oh.
Hmm. She's absolutely cuddly. Is it my turn for a question or yours? Because I have one, but I can't remember.
I think it's mine, and I have one too, but whatever you want to do. Are you?
I want to hear your question.
Well, we started to talk about mine a little bit actually, because so this is mine. I have been thinking recently about Disney movies because
Okay.
I was um going down a memory lane of like 90s Disney movie music
Mm-hmm.
and revisiting like my favorites.
Totally.
And I started kind of thinking about what people's favorite childhood movie, like whether it's a Disney movie or just an animated movie of that time, like what it says about them or
Mm.
how it connects to who
What
they
did my
became as
answers say about me?
well. It's a great question. So I am curious, like if we're asking it this way, like what were
Mm.
movies in that genre? It doesn't have to be Disney, but like I'm of course thinking about Disney movies at the center of my own. But
Like childhood.
yeah, like childhood, primarily like animated movies with characters that stood out to you or maybe that you related
Yeah.
to or stories that you really liked. Um and yeah, what do you I'm curious what of course what you think they mean or indicated or how they relate to you who you
Well,
are now. But I will also offer my analysis readily, of course.
I mean animals. In the really young years, and animated in particular, animals, 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 animals. Um, Mulan was probably the first human one that I
Hmm.
was like really into. Um, and then, gosh, memory is hard. Uh, I love these questions, but I always feel like when we get off, I'm like, oh shit, actually this. What the fuck? Why
I
did I
mean,
not remember?
absolutely,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yep.
um, yeah, I mean, the Mulan soundtrack was the first one with a like, well, no, Lion King had a soundtrack that we all, of course, like famously got on board for. But I think Mulan was the first one that I was like, no, I really like love it, stand by it,
Mm.
still would sing those songs. Um, and um, I mean, in the non-animated realm, a lot of the movies that I watched growing up were Westerns or Indiana Jones. And those
Yeah.
really were very formative to me. So like John Wayne. Oh, and I think we talked about this on an episode, but Mom Pa Kettle. Did you
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
hear
yeah.
those? Yeah, yeah. So like that one was like slapstick comedy, and then lots of John Wayne movies, um, and then Indiana Jones. Those were all like regular circulation in our house, and like during formative years. Um, and then the other thing was feature family films. It was a production company that they weren't saying that they were Christian,
Okay.
but they were family friendly
Hmm.
films.
Hmm.
And and there were a couple of them. Basically, it's a bunch of B films, to be honest,
Okay.
that didn't have like swears in them and had some moral message. Not none of them were overtly Christian, but there's uh um there were a couple that were horse oriented
Sure.
that I loved, and then there was one called Split Infinity about a girl who time travels to the depression
Mm.
from high school to she's talking I remember this is how I learned about IBM and like the stock of IBM and all of that. because she goes back to the depression and she tells everyone to invest in IBM or something like this crazy. Um, and yeah, um, but the horse ones obviously were, I mean, I truly would watch anything that had horses in it. That was, I know that's shocking to hear. Anyway, so what does that say about me?
Hmm.
Gay horse girl.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
I mean,
wait, keep thinking and sharing. I'm gonna get something. Go ahead.
the being into, I mean, like, so when I think about, like, for me, I thought about the kind of all of the classic kind of Disney
Does this sum it up? Because this
that
is the
some
shirt. This is the shirt I was wearing while watching all of those.
yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Including Mulan, by the way. Mulan's horse is like a isn't Mulan's horse?
Oh my God. It's hilarious. And Eddie Murphy as the dragon calling the horse a cow the whole time. Hilarious.
Well, I
Down,
also, by
Bessie.
the way, I love that all the Disney princess movies almost had fun like non-human sidekicks and that
Of course.
often were animals, right?
Yeah.
But like Mulan, if you loved Mulan, you as an adult or like through your older childhood, adolescence into adulthood, you were probably an athlete.
I mean, I wasn't. So
Shut up. I'm talking more broad. I know your ass was, but like more broadly. Most so yeah, if you're like, "Oh, I loved Mulan," then I'm like, "Cool, which sport did you play in high school?" Like that's
that's a good observation because that is true, I think. Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. And or you are possibly a trans person. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that, but I feel
I
that
think the
that's
and is key there. I think the or is less in that one. I think you played sports and are probably trans, but
there it is.
mhm.
That feels right. Um, Beauty and the Beast, which was one of my favorites.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I did like Beauty and the Beast.
um, you probably went on to be in some abusive relationships or
Hmm.
to try to save broken men with your love.
That doesn't track.
I know it doesn't track for me either. Weird.
And you probably like to read books
And
because I
probably,
think a lot of like my sister loved Beauty and the Beast,
yeah.
and my grandmother loved Beauty and the Beast, and uh, yeah, and a lot of it was the aesthetic of that library.
Yes.
It was like
Yes.
basically, what are you willing to give up to have that library? Pff, anything, please. You know?
I will say, yes, exactly. Well, I loved part of why I love Beauty and the Beast was a brunette
Hmm.
princess. That was also
Hmm.
very something very exciting to me. Another favorite of mine was Pocahontas.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, what's the little raccoon's name?
Oh, it's
He's
like
the sidekick raccoon.
Nico, I think.
Mika, yeah.
It's the raccoon and the hummingbird.
Oh yeah, there's a little hummingbird.
And then there's also the villain guy has like a little pug that also is like a cute
Oh,
animal
sure.
character in it. Pocahontas is one of my favorites. I think it has the best soundtrack of any of the like
It's a
princess movies.
That is my sister, big time. So I wonder what this says about eldest daughters,
Interesting.
because my sister, that was a big one for her.
She yeah, and and her character I like Pocahontas's character arc is also like there's expectations of me and who I'm going to be, but do I want to be
Hmm.
that person or do I want to be something else or whatever. um there's also obviously it tracks into me being like a nature girly in some ways now,
True. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Obviously.
Um and then all the nature symbolism and all of that. Um yeah, and then I do also think a lot of people who I know who grew up loving Pocahontas are now very into like the anti-racism of it all. And like
Yes, of course.
I still remember when I was in high school, I worked at Planned Parenthood. I was a peer sex educator at Planned Parenthood. And our boss, who like ran our program, we would have like our weekly meetings and trainings and whatever. And she had us watch that movie and be like, we're going to talk about everything that's problematic about this.
That's awesome.
It
I
was
wish that
amazing.
that would have happened. I mean, I feel like for us, it was always breaking down, like, did we do problematic? We did something with like breaking down Disney films in senior year, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, you're also reminding me of Aladdin. I did like
Oh,
Aladdin, and
yeah.
that's a soundtrack that I liked a lot.
That's a great one.
And
Yeah.
Robin Williams was very funny in that.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Aladdin is a good one.
Yeah.
Genie is a great character. Yeah, but I also think like Little Mermaid is another popular one of trans folks I know now as adults. Loved The Little Mermaid.
Is it because of the voice thing,
I think there's a
or literally like transitioning to being like different uh being?
I think there's an element of a like I know there's like a whole dimension of life that calls to me but feels inaccessible to me right now in my current
Mm,
form or current state, like that kind of
hmm.
symbolism. I did love Ariel. I loved Ariel's red hair. I was always very into like,
Literally crown red, like the
yes,
crayon like color red.
yes,
Yeah. No
yeah,
variation on it too. It's so fascinating. It's literally like, you know.
yes.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't know, but I just like it also I was saying to Maddie yesterday, like it's a very early indicator that I would be a musical theater kid, how much I was into like Disney movies and music and like
Sure.
so
I
yeah.
mean, I think that's a great outcome of Disney if
Yeah.
that's the path that someone can take with that. Um, oh, they're having pajama day again. Cute.
Mm.
Uh, there is one kid with pajama. One kid is literally just in a very large, like grown up shirt, which I love because that's like the truest pajamas.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I didn't grow up in a PJ family. You know what I mean? It was like literally like a shirt and your underwear or whatever, and like that's what you went to bed
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And have you ever like stayed with someone and found out that they're a pajama person?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
Sorry to the 19 if any of you are pajama people, but like when I see someone be like, I'm gonna go put on my pajamas, and they literally go put on
Like a
like
matching set.
different clothes to sleep in. Like they have an outfit for sleeping. That's all pajamas is an outfit for sleeping.
I mean, I
Wild.
will say this. I will say this because I am a person who, in certain moments of my life where I'm not like having awesome sleep hygiene, will just like go to sleep in the clothes I wore all day. And now I know if any of the 19 are people who don't want outside clothes on their inside furniture, I'm sorry if this upsets you to learn this about me. That's not really how I roll. And so much so that I have been known to wear an outfit all day out in the world and then sleep in my bed in usually in the same shirt. I'll
That's
end
fair.
up changing like lower half,
Yeah.
but maybe leave the
Right.
same shirt on. At my best though, like last night when we came home from this, if we Laura and I went out to an event and we came home and I got into a different outfit to sleep in
Sure.
now, but
You were in a
it
fancy
wasn't
outfit.
like a matching pajama set. It was an oversized t-shirt and some
That's
like
my thing.
comfy shorts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um, things that could be multi-purpose for
That's
other
right.
things, but like, so I do get, and I like to try to like change into a specific comfortable outfit that
Yes.
prompts my body to like it's bedtime, but
Totally.
rarely is that ever like a matching top and
Like
bottom.
pajama pants in particular to me are confusing because to me, pajama pants are just comfy pants to wear around the house. And then you take them off before you go to bed because are you sleeping in pants? That's insane to me. I'm like, how do you like it's so uncomfortable? Like they get all, I don't know. baggy shirt though, like I'm a sleep shirt human,
Yeah.
you know? Like I have, and every now and then I'll go to sleep in just whatever shirt I'm wearing, but I don't like the feeling of it riding up and stuff overnight. So I
Mm,
have like a oversized shirt, like a couple of them that are my go-tos that I usually sleep in.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, people like having proper pajamas, and I'm like, fascinating. And it only weirds. I'm like,
I
I
think
think the judgment I have is it feels very Stepford. I'm like, this
Deptford.
isn't real. This is not real. Like, you
I
know,
mean, I think to me, I experience it less as like, I don't know that I have a judgment. I think actually my perception is like, oh man, you must have your shit together in a way that I don't.
I think that's what I used to think. But like as a kid, I thought it was aspirational to have be a pajama person, right? Because I would watch TV and all the kids on TV, like and in movies, always had like pajama sets on, or
Yeah.
like, and I was like, so that must be the thing everyone's doing. I should be doing that. But then as an adult living life, I'm like, that's insane. Like, who's got the time and why would you? Like, you need multifunctional clothes. You can't have separate wardrobes for sleep. That's insane.
Who's
Like,
got the time
who's got the
to
time?
change into
Who's got the time to have
who's got the
extra
time?
laundry? I'm not doing extra laundry for that. I need multi-purpose clothes. Like everything needs to serve multiple purposes. I have to go to a fucking laundromat. I'm limiting how much I take there, not adding
Yeah.
to it.
I mean, well, and that piece makes it really make sense that you're kind of like, no, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna have this set
Yeah.
of stuff that's usable in multiple different contexts. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
going to change into something that makes me comfortable at night,
Right.
but
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that wasn't the question, but when I saw these kids in PJs and that one kid ran by truly in just a grown-up shirt, I was like, there you go. Love it.
that's right.
Um, okay, so Disney prompted you to into musical therapy. Musical
Musical
therapy.
therapy. That's one way to think about musical theater is as musical therapy. Um,
How are you feeling about singing right now?
Pretty good. As Laura and I were leaving this event last night, I started to sing a song and she was like, "You're singing." And I said,
Oh.
"I'm singing." So my voice is feeling better. It's working more. Voice therapy, I'll tell you what, aside from the chewing piece, it's nuts. She had me in there massaging like everything up in my neck. Like
Yeah.
there's a bone. Did you know there is a bone in here that is the only floating bone in our body? It's not connected to any other bone. It's
I hate
apparent
it.
it's apparently shaped like a horseshoe with like little hooks on it, and you can feel it in here. Not everybody can feel it, but some people can feel it, and like she has me rock it back and forth. For those not watching on video, you may want to switch to video for this portion to watch us digging around in our throat chakra.
Because I
Chakra.
can feel the muscles and like the glands right here. Because as you know, one of my uh non-diagnosed OCD things is that I regularly feel my throat because because I had swollen glands for an extended period of time,
Yeah.
and I have a intense fear of getting cancer, and so just I mean multiple times a day, I'll just like swallow and feel how we're
How you
feeling up
doing?
there. Um, I don't know that I can feel a bone. I definitely feel the muscles because as my tongue's moving, I feel that like muscle.
Yeah, yeah. She had me up like digging in up here, and she was really saying like you might feel the back of your tongue. It was weird. It's just so weird. But yeah, I mean it's great. I'm enjoying like learning more about
Yeah,
like these parts of my body. Also, we do a ton of like neck and shoulder and like chest and back
knees and
kind of
toes.
exercises, which
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
exactly. Um, which she calls the accessory muscles
Yeah.
to my actual muscle dystonia is in my
Yeah.
voice box, but these are all related.
They're all
Um,
connected. Yeah. Yeah. That's
yeah.
I mean, that's why I've enjoyed the yoga stuff is the like connective tissue between all of these things. So even doing like small stretches that it's like, well, I don't feel it in my quad. It's like you have other muscles.
Yeah.
And in fact, the neck and shoulders like 10-minute video that Yoga with Adrian has that
Yeah.
you did,
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. And it's to that point of getting just all of this loosened up. And honestly, it's one that we all should probably do every day, to be honest, just to keep ourselves like keep our neck hygiene good.
Yeah.
Um, Neck mobility is another one that I think about a lot because I'm very concerned about like not being able to fully like
Yeah.
rotate the way I want to. And yeah, how is
Yeah.
your neck pain, by the way?
Still there. I mean, you may have noticed me doing
Present.
a lot of like
Uh-huh.
trying to,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's definitely still there. My therapist, my like mental health therapist is I want to say making me, but she's not making me. She's strongly encouraging me to go get some kind of body work done, whether it's like massage or PT or something. So she's sending me recommendations for that. But she's like, yeah, you're like holding stress and tension in your body, and that is understandable that that's happening, but also
Yeah.
let's there's like people who can help you with that. So
Have you ever done acupuncture?
I haven't.
I've thought about doing that one. And someone recommended a place uh on the Lower East Side to me for that when I was in New York, and it'd be amazing if they were like they recommended to me here in Chicago, like just casually come to Lower East Side and get your acupuncture here. Um,
Hmm.
uh, oh my God, this kid has silk pajamas on,
Hell yeah. That's
like
basically what I wore to this event last night.
fuchsia, fuchsia. I love it.
It's amazing. I would
Yeah.
wear those. If I had fuchsia silk pajamas,
Oh, obviously.
before the next time you visit, by the way, I am becoming a pajama person. I will be getting several matching sets, and I'll get some for you too, and require that you wear them while you're here.
You know what I would wear is a onesie
Don't tempt
because
me with a good time.
it won't shift around in the ways that make me uncomfortable.
Oh,
Um,
buckle up.
I yeah. I forget what we were even talking about. I'm sorry. These
We were
kids are
talking about
hilarious.
acupuncture.
Oh,
If we
yeah.
have any of the 19 that are based in Oakland by chance and looking for acupuncture, reach out to me. I have a beloved friend who does acupuncture there.
Hmm.
But alas, I'm not there, so I can't. I would totally.
Much like me and the Lower East Side person, that's not going to be my solution right now.
No, exactly. Geographically not a match. If anybody listening is in New York and does acupuncture and would like to trade acupuncture for coaching, please reach out. I'm looking for acupuncture services actively. I have wanted to try it for a long time. Um,
I'll send you the one that was recommended.
on
It's
the Lower
insurance
East Side.
covered. Yeah,
Great.
it's insurance covered. So like, um, they do massage as well and stuff, but I've been very curious about acupuncture for a while. Because I used to work for a chiropractor and like adjustments do work. It's just like it's a lot of maintenance. Like you usually have to get on a plan and do adjustments for a while to get your body like to accept that shift in
Yeah.
addition to PT. And it's just
Mhm.
um I'm just open to exploring a different approach that has statistically really good results.
Yeah.
Like people swear by acupuncture and
Yep.
yeah,
At this point, I'm willing to try
yeah,
whatever will make my body stop responding in this way. So,
yeah. I
unfortunately,
feel
I think
like
some of it is like remove stressors from your life. take
But
better
in
care
lieu
of
of that,
yourself.
you can have like systems in place that like support you as scaffolding until until you have a position where any stress can be reduced. And I mean, I yeah, this is why I'm fascinated by acupuncture because it feels like that kind of scaffolding. Like that's something I could do monthly to like massage. I don't think I could do regular because I've tried it multiple times. I had one experience that was amazing and I loved it. And then I tried it two other times at two different places and it stressed me the fuck out. Um, and just felt uncomfortable. I was like, I don't love being oiled up and touched while I'm naked.
Well, that's like so I've never had like a full body massage. I've only ever done a like fully clothed like at my nail salon that I go
Oh,
to,
okay.
like in
Uh-huh.
in the chair, like with my face in the chair, but
Uh-huh.
like sitting up.
Yeah.
Um, which I have really enjoyed, and maybe I could
Yes.
just go do that.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, but I've never had like a full body massage. That is my wife's body self-care of choice.
Yeah.
She tries to get one every month. And she carries her tension in a lot of the same places as me. And many times
Yeah.
she's been like, oh my gosh, maybe you should get a massage.
Yeah.
I know, and I am considering it now. And the current plan is she's like, well, we could go together. Like, I would go with you and we can,
Yeah.
if that would make it feel less weird, which I think hopefully it would. Um,
Yeah.
who knows? Um, but yeah, so we'll
The
see. I'll update the
the nice
19 the
the
19 plus you.
the massage I got that I did like was also a clothed one.
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
and it was because it was weird. It was a guy who did it, and I was like, it. The other two are women, but it was just, I thought gender would be a big part of it for me, but I think it's more about like being naked and touched by a stranger in general.
Yeah.
And so like when this guy, it was literally when I was, it was like in like 2016 when I went to get my hair cut somewhere, and they had a long wait, and this guy who like was friends with them and like hung out there and like would give his business card out for massage stuff is like, I do massage and they have an open room. If you want a massage, I could give you one. And I was like, okay, like to what, like what would be, and he's like, to your comfortability, what works
I
for
do
you.
like that. I do like that.
And I had never had a massage before. So I was like, I've never had one. He's like, great. I think in that case, let's stay clothes on. And you're gonna tell me a little bit about what's going on, how you think you're feeling. And then I'll just feel around a little bit to see where I feel tension and then talk about what I'm gonna do. How about that? And I was like, great. And then he
Look,
did. And then he gave me also like recommendations for at home, like things I could do to like, because of again, yes, this region, solid knots.
mm,
Literally, sometimes I literally can touch them. And I'm like,
yep.
why is there a rock back there? Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was like, but then going to proper massage places where they're like, okay, we've got the lights dimmed. We're playing like this music and we've got like scent shit floating in the air, and we're gonna step out and you're gonna go ahead and like take your clothes off, lay on the table, put the blanket up to your waist, lay down on your belly, and then we'll come back in. And I'm like, great. And then you literally hear the sound of, well, they're like, while the oil is being like sloshed in their hands, and then it's on you, and you're like, ah, I know that no one wants a dry rub, but I do. I'd rather have the dry rub. Don't put that on me. I hate it. I hate it.
I love that it's dry rub. That immediately makes me think of like a rack of ribs.
Oh, that's amazing. It makes me think of a dry hand job.
Two very different, very different, very different. Oh my God, dude.
Bit of
I
a dry
have
rub, eh? Sorry, that's something that on Better Things, the British mom says to a guy who get the ex-husband when he gets totally just like taken down a notch. She's like, bit of a dry rub, eh?
Yep. Yep, exactly. Oh man, dude. What's keeping you alive?
Um, my TV working, biking, and music. The TV has been truly like loving it.
Love,
Seriously, so good.
love.
And and like I think tonight I'll be able to catch X-Files, which I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, hell
Um,
yeah.
yeah, dude. Um, and then
That's so exciting.
I'm so like it's streaming on Hulu. Not the same.
No, it's not the
I need to
same.
catch it. Yeah.
That's right.
Um, and just biking and music, like I haven't yesterday when I was on the bus to go visit Michael and Alyssa, um, I was listening to music instead of a podcast, which I just haven't been doing much lately. I've either been doing white noise while I'm working or reading or podcasts. And I'm literally listening to my niece's white noise thing that I put on for her when she was overstimulated in the city. And
Love.
I like, and now I'm just using it. And I'm like, she's right. This is she, because she looked at me with my big headphones on. I was like, I can't even hear myself talk. And I was like, that sounds awesome. So,
Fucking rules. Yeah.
yeah. So I've been using that when I read, which I would also say reading. I'm reading this really good book about the fall of the Roman Empire. And I've been getting up early and going to a coffee shop and reading for like an hour every morning. But I'm biking and like biking and listening to music. Like last night on the bus, I was just listening to this a playlist I made of punk music that I love, and I was just like crying on the bus listening to it. Like, oh, I found there you are. Like, you
Mm.
know what I mean? Like, and
Mhm.
biking is kind of that too. Like, I'm like, oh, like you can do this. Like you here you are. You know, like
Yeah.
because just
Yeah.
like work and the way the world is and everything, I just feel like I'm floating away from myself a little bit and not feeling
Mm.
super confident and tethered to myself. And
Yeah.
so stuff that's like, no, no, you're here. You're right here.
Yeah.
Has been really, really helpful. So yeah, me just like crying, listening to, I don't know, like Fugazi on the bus. That was me yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For
What
you,
about you?
for you, it's Fugazi. For me, I'm having a similar thing, but it's Celine Dion.
Listen, the way everyone I love is talking about Celine Dion right now, I'm like, I need to get in there. I just never listened to Celine Dion other than like the radio hits. So I need to like, I'm down
I
to
mean,
explore.
most of my experience with Celine Dion is the radio hits. Like that's most
Yeah.
of the ones I'm connected to. But like the first time I ever sang in a wedding, I sang a Celine Dion song.
Oh,
So I have my little like nostalgic emotional connection to that.
are you gonna
Um,
see Titanic?
huh?
Are you gonna see Titanic?
Maybe.
I think that would be fun if you're
By the
having a
way,
Celine moment.
did I tell you? I don't think I told you this yet. Laura and I are seeing Maya Rudolph in Oh Mary.
You know what? I had literally just the other day been like, because they're doing a run of O'Mary here now, finally. So I'm very
Love.
excited about that.
Amazing.
And I will definitely be going to see it when it's here. Um, and I was like, I'm definitely going to go see that when it's here. And I literally had the thought of, I can't believe they haven't gone to see it yet because you guys are like, again, something that I said in episodes ages ago. I seriously admire that you all live in New York and you like, I know this stuff is expensive and it is a privilege thing to be able to go to these things. I want to name that for anyone listening who's like, fuck you, I live in New York and I can't do any of this. That I understand,
Yeah.
frankly, more deeply.
Yeah.
But if you have the mean, if you're living in New York and you have the privilege and means to experience the cultural delights that it brings,
Yeah.
like you should. And I feel like I met so many people when I lived there who had that privilege and just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like go do it. Like go
Yeah.
see some shit. Like it's
Absolutely.
totally one of the coolest things about the city.
Yeah.
And so I am so excited to hear that. I didn't realize you were going to see Maya Rudolph do it. That's a good. They've had only good. I will say
Only amazing. Yeah.
it's incredible the people they're getting. And uh yeah, I'm excited to see it here. And uh yeah, I've also been thinking about seeing David Burns. He's got a, a immersive theater experience happening at Goodman here.
Oh, okay.
And I don't really love immersive because I don't really want to be touched again by strangers, um but it's like very musical and dancey, and I'm like, there's something about that that sounds kind of fun to me. And
Yeah.
yeah, anyway. So okay, you're seeing that. That's something.
I'm
What
seeing
else?
that. No, what's keeping me alive really is I don't have these to show off. I'll have to bring them next time because I left them downstairs. But my mother sent me, she found a pair of my late grandfather's binoculars
Mm,
from the 80s
incredible.
and sent them to me. And I have been taking them to the park and sitting in the park. And what I try to do in the morning is after I drop off my kiddo at school, I try to spend at least like 10 minutes in the park. Like today, I was only there for about 10 minutes, but I sat on a bench and I did my stretches that I'm doing every day. And I'm really trying when I'm in the park to not be listening to anything. I take off my headphones
Yes.
and put them away.
Yes.
I allow the bird song to have its
Uh,
positive calming effect on my nervous system and signal to me that there is no predator in my vicinity. And
there's no predator.
and at least not a predator that the birds are detecting.
Sure.
And it's nice and it's very peaceful. I also commuted from my apartment into Midtown Manhattan yesterday with no headphones
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and really was like, oh, wow, this
Hmm.
is a really different experience when I'm not
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
doing what like everybody does, which is like
Yeah. Tune out.
tune out or like
Yeah.
just like shut off.
Yeah. We all
Um,
go. Yeah.
but it is very eerie to be one of like a handful of people in a crowded subway car who's not with their eyes
Yeah.
closed with headphones
Yeah.
or like looking at a device
Yeah.
or reading a book
Reading a book.
or
Yeah.
asleep,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
I mean, I used to do that sometimes on the subway. I would just sit there and like kind of people watch and like listen. And I did find it like interestingly calm. It's like inverted meditation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like instead of meditation to fold inward and like learn the muscle of blocking out, it's like absorbing and taking in or something in a way that I find differently calming.
Yeah.
Um, I do have to go because I didn't realize what time it is. Um, uh,
I also am supposed to be going to go, have adult responsibilities.
yeah,
But I
that whole
wish this
thing.
could be our whole Friday. Wouldn't that be
I
nice?
do too. Oh my God, don't play games with my heart. I mean,
Mhm.
I almost took today off, and maybe I should do that. Maybe I should take a Friday someday, and we can just have a full day on Zoom. That we walk around with our headphones on, talking to each other as we do whatever we're doing in our apartments.
That's a dream. Let's
Yeah,
definitely plan that sometime.
seriously. Yeah.
In the
Until then,
meantime,
anyway,
anyway, go
good food.